Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're about to do some wheeling and dealing, cash in hand, little bit of that.
I think the woman's outside, we just left her. Not on purpose, but we've got to collect it.
It's a little bit of a rush. Oh gosh, the absolute state of the place.
Where is it?
On the floor to the right. Stifle display, anyone? Oh, you're putting it in like that?
You got something to rest it on?
There it is. How much should we pay for it?
Well, we paid £33 repairing. What else did we get with it?
The Revitive, which we've sold.
Have?
Yeah, we got the Revitive that we've just sold for 115. And we've got this that we are selling for cash. How much?
£2.20.
So, and we paid £100 in the tip shop for the 2 items plus something else. Oh yeah, the little drum machine, which is going to be about 40-50. So from £100 we are already in profit. We get a little bit sceptical on Facebook. We don't tend to sell on there, but because it is absolutely heavy as, we thought we'd chuck it up and see. We had it up for $2.70 on eBay and it had like 7 watchers. I reckon it would have sold pretty quick, but packing it, posting it,
yeah, it's risky
nightmare.
business.
Beautiful though. This is a what's sold video. This is one thing that's just sold. But yeah, so we're doing a Sunday what has sold. So these are things that have sold Friday, Saturday and some of today, which is Sunday. We're going to run around and pick what has sold and then we will run through the items, what we paid for it and what it's ended up selling for. Let's see how much money we've made this weekend. How long did that take us to pick them?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
I know this is a...
Who needs a SKU system, hey?
I know this is a bit chaotic, but...
Here is everything we have sold Friday, Saturday and a bit of Sunday, and we're going to quickly run through, see what we paid and see how much money we've made. So starting off, we'll put a picture now because it's gone. KitchenAid sold for £220, so let's put a number up there and we'll calculate how much we've done. So all picked, let's get into some sales and let's get this calculating.
So as Paige said, sale 1, I feel like I'm lassoing you. Sale 1 is the KitchenAid at £220. We'll do Vinted first, then we'll move over to eBay.
How many have we got on Vinted in total? 3?
3, 4, can't remember.
We've actually been putting a lot of effort back into Vinted because we went for about a month not bothering.
Yeah.
But now as I'm listing to eBay, I'm listing to Vinted. Did used to cross list, but it was out of season and it was costing me too much money for charity shop pickups. You're not getting that volume in. So but now I might have to rethink about it because it's time consuming listing on both eBay, Vinted. I also want to explore Depop again, but let's not get into that. Okay, so if I get this correct, you would have seen this on last night's video. I'm trying to speed up them videos a bit. These are some lovely conditioned Brasher boots, size UK 5.5. Paid up for these, but with this kind of brand, kind of worth it. So they are Gortex, I don't know if you can see there.
The soles look really good actually.
And yeah, soles are absolutely banging.
Yeah, £15 paid, £35 sold.
Yeah, straight profit, no fees. Yeah, 15 into 35. Moving on, picked up these from last weekend's car boot. Paid £1 each. We have got Twin Peaks Season 1 and Twin Peaks Season 2. Condition isn't the best, still managed to get
12 smackaroonies.
So £2 into 12, £10 straight profit. Thank you, Vinted. I picked this up from a charity shop not too long ago. I thought for some reason it was rare. It's not. I thought it was rare because it says here number 49 of 100. I found a few of the exact same one. Each of them were 49 out of 100. So it is just a printed t-shirt. I believe I only paid £3.50.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice little t-shirt. £3.50 paid. How much did that go for?
5.
5. Little bit of profit, all adds up.
Glad to see the back of it, to tell you the truth.
Of course she is. She hates the clothes, doesn't she? But the clothes pay her bills.
The last Vinted.
This one. We got this last season at the car boot from a guy who was doing some house clearances and he had so much of this stuff. This is new, vintage, dead stock, Debenhams.
Is it new?
Casual Club. It is new. It's got the
Oh,
kind of new thing there. Such a nice shirt. 50p paid and it went for
£5.
£5. So yeah, £5, £4, you think that's like kind of low profits,
Yeah.
but when you're paying 50p, that's £4.50 a pop. It just, would I pick it up again? Probably not.
No, definitely not.
Moving on to eBay, we have a total of 11 sales going out tomorrow. Packed today, out tomorrow. Starting off with one that has just came through a little while ago. We have got Tetris on the DS. Paid £1, sold for 8. So what I'm going to do, now we've got over the good profit, Vinted, no fees, adding to the total, I'm just going to put the amount of profit. So I'm going to take the fees out today. I'm going to do a little bit of extra work and do the maths. £1 paid, sold for £8, plus postage. Next up, we have this massive knockoff Revitive. So it's a Circulation Max. Laura found this at Holcott not so long ago. She paid £3 for it, and it has gone for
£34.
£34. Not bad for £3.
I wouldn't pick it up again.
I would for £3.
For £3 I would consider it, yeah.
£3 into 30 is fantastic when you're talking about profit. Is it going to be a bit of a pain to package? Yeah. Is it going to be the worst thing we've had to package? No. Moving on, we've got this. It's come straight out of Laura's closet.
I think it's come out of my closet.
We have this beautiful McGregor McDuff kilt. It is heavy. It is the
heavy.
good stuff. Like, the quality in this is unreal. Looks maybe worn once. I mean, just look at this. Do you remember how much we paid?
I think it was something around £10, to tell you the truth.
We got it from a charity shop in Erdington. I think you are right. I think we did pay £10. We've had so many offers on this. Did someone buy it full price?
No, £47 we sold it for.
I feel like it might have been $59.99.
$53.99 was what it was at.
Why was it listed for that?
I'm not sure, that's a very odd number. Apologies, it was $59.99 down to $53.99 with an offer on. He sent $47, we just took it.
Had it long enough now where we think £10 into 47 is fantastic. Let's get it gone. So heavy. So yeah, you just have to see that go, Laura. You can't wear it no more.
Not really.
Back to the Twin Peaks. Again, we picked this up for £1. This one took ages to process on Vinted, so it ended up selling on eBay. Both of them, this and the other bundle, sold the day I listed them. So this bad boy has gone for £14.99 on eBay. So it probably works out about £12, but after the fees, that's just a guess there. So going back towards our £100 tip spend debacle, where we had to return the items and get our £100 store credit. This was one of the first items we got with the store credit. In total, did it tenner each, weren't it?
Yes, it was. Wow, forgot
Yeah.
I paid a tenner for that.
So this, bear with, Niagara. I think we called it Niagara the other day.
Yeah.
It is a Niagara massage pad. It is a big back massage pad. We did test it out fully. It's a bit crap, I'm not going to lie. £10 paid and it has sold for
£139.99.
So,
Full asking price.
again, very happy we returned those other items for the store credit.
I forgot we paid a tenner for that.
Yeah.
I'm
Didn't
just...
stick around too long. I had it priced really high because it had the box, and you know, when you've got the original box, you can charge a bit more of a
Yeah, you can.
premium.
Bloody sellotaped.
Moving on to something I picked up all the time
Is that
last
Paige's
season.
closet?
No, it's not. So last season, when I was still very much clothes orientated, I was trying to get into the women's fashion. The only brand I knew was Salt Cornwall.
Honestly, the most overrated clothing brand.
Some of these, in their defence, if you get the right one, because again, if you want to know a little something about women's dresses, all our followers out there, if you know Sea Salt, you know the name of the dress is always on the label. So every single dress they do has its own specific name, and you can find it right on the wash label. So that's good to know, and then you can quickly search it up rather than search Sea Salt Cornwall dress on eBay trying to find the same one, because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
You get that name in there, see if it's worth your time, quick.
What I was going to say was briefly is, because these dresses are so expensive, I think it's pretty rare to find these cheap at a car boot. So I think we would have paid we got this from the lady that we recently bought that Patagonia coat from. That's where I think we got this from.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Because I did go through quite a phase of pick it up wherever I saw it.
I don't know, I'm getting that vibe, and I'm thinking £7 or £8 paid.
No, £3.50, love. I wouldn't have paid £7 for it. Not a chance.
Not a chance. Anyway, £16.99.
£16.99. So
wouldn't pick it up again. Wouldn't waste my time.
no.
This is my type of thing.
Oh yes.
Deer hunter, nice.
Beautiful hunting, shooting
Elbow
jumper.
pads, shoulder pads. Deer hunter.
Laura likes deer hunter because one time she found some like hunting bibs for £1 at Crit Car Boot, and you sold them for about 90.
I think I had bibs and a jacket, and I'd already brought some stuff off this seller there. She was a lady selling all her husband's...
This might have even been 2 years ago.
Yeah, she was a lady selling all her husband's old stuff. And I didn't know at the time what they were. They were just big, bulky, camouflagey. And Paige weren't there. So I was like, oh, do you know what? And I was like, how much? She was like, £1. I was like, £1? Like, it was stupid not to buy them.
Of course, it's got to be worth more than £1.
Yeah, so when we got them home and we did a bit of research, mind was blown. Anyway, we got this from the tip shop.
I believe we paid £5.
£5. It's gone for £24.99.
Not bad. 5 into 25.
Yeah.
Not a bad.
But Deer Hunter, that's the label, if you don't know. Nice little deer on it, or whatever. Anyway, lovely. My kind of stuff, not a dress.
Yeah, she'd look lovely in that jumper with her kilt, wouldn't she?
Another one of my pickups that Paige... do it here. Another one of my pickups that Paige criticised. If I'm looking at clothes, you know it's got to be dire. But this was a...
In my defence, before she pulls it out, I just want to say normally this brand you don't pick up, but a certain part of this brand, I'm going to give it it was a good pickup.
I paid £2, right? It's got a detachable hood.
Didn't you pay 3?
2 or 3? 2. I'm sure it was 2 or 3. 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Anyway, spray way.
Get out of the way.
The only thing I saw was a Gortex label somewhere down here. So I just thought, oh, it's Gortex spray way, £2 or £3, pick it up. And it sold for like 30 quid. 30 quid?
Yeah, not bad. £3 into 30. I love that. I love that number. Next, I believe we got this off our secret contact a little while ago, and we are so in profit on that first deal, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is an LG DVB-T DVD recorder, DRT 389H.
It's going abroad, and it was £25.
£25. I'm not even going to put a listing price on it because, again, we're so much in profit that it's practically free.
This is our last Contour Plus Blue. One of my favourite ever finds these were. And just a nice, easy multi-listing, quick selling, out the door. One of them sold in profit. So yeah, I was chuffed with that.
Yeah, again, paid £20 for 8 of these, brand new in the box. Within the first one, we've already made the money back. The rest were profit. So
this one, $18.69.
yeah, we let this one go a little bit cheaper. I believe we had a coupon on. I think 20% off. Was that too wild?
Oh, that was wild.
15%,
Paige
sorry.
definitely wouldn't do, yeah. 15%. Paige isn't a 20% gal.
No. I like to do a 10% off. I like to do, potentially, if I'm trying to move stock quick, 15. But when it gets to 20, it hurts me.
Yeah.
Unless someone offers me 20% off, I'll do that. But I'm not going to put 20% off like the whole shop.
The only reason that we don't like 20% off is because one time, I think we were a bit wild and put 20% off. And so much of our good stuff, not knowing at the time that you could select what items you want your sale on, we just put it on everything, and so many of our good things were selling with 20% off. The next item, I don't know why I've got all these bits that go with it, is the Revitive.
We paid £12 for it at the tip shop.
Yeah. Then a week later I went back and I found this in the, I don't know, I'm still holding this. I found this in the storeroom and I was like, yoink! And I said, oh, we brought that last week and we have the manual.
Scrounging around looking for the charger because we didn't have the charger. We bought a charger off eBay, I think.
5 quid?
5, 6.
It's not a branded one, it's a...
No, it works. So 5,
yeah.
6 quid. And then at the car boot you haven't seen yet, we found a Revitive in the box. They said it was new. It's definitely been used. But that one came with 2 of these and 2 of these. So what we did is we split it up. We put one of each thing with our unboxed one, bump up the price. And so all in all, so say we paid £12 for the Revitive, say £6 for the charger, so 18 into
115 quid. What is this ceiling thing up there?
It's because that pigeon. Yeah, the other day when I was doing parcels, we had a friendly little guest in the unit. I thought someone was spying on me, about to pounce or steal all our goods, and it turned out it was a little pigeon. So let's have a little look at him because I caught him on camera.
Last sale, £2 paid for this Seamans digital room thermostat.
It's one of Laura's things, isn't it?
£2 paid, and do you know what? Actually, had it up for like £60. Somebody who sells them kept trying to buy it for cheap, and I weren't having it. And because all he's going to do is buy it off us and resell it, which I'm all about, but he was really lowballing us. Anyway, so I lowered it from 60 down to 50, and I think blah blah blah, there was a few negotiations and we settled on £42.
So they're going to sell it for 60. They ain't going to make that much money on it, and I am more than happy to be the middleman in selling. If we can make profit and someone else can make profit in it as well, that's fine, especially if we've paid £2 for the item. So we're paying £2 for it, we sell it for how much?
42.
So yeah, £2, we're selling it for £40 profit. If they want to get their 20 quid on top of that, then that's fine. I'd rather get the cash in quick, and £2 into 42 is
fantastic.
Crazy.
Yeah, I will always pick these up. And that,
I'm happy she does. I wouldn't know what I'm looking for, but she's got an absolute gift for it.
That concludes our sales for the weekend.
So when we came home, for the rest of Sunday, we had another 4 sales that came through on eBay. So we will add them to the total now. Let me show you some screenshots and just give you the true numbers of the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Put the price we paid for the items up here in total, and up here we will put the profit we made, taking out the cost of goods and taking out the fees. So yeah, we have turned that into that in a weekend.
Really chuffed.
Smashed it. So thank you everyone for watching the video, if you managed to stick around till the end. Who knows? But yeah, we are going to pack some of these parcels now, get them ready for tomorrow. And just want to say thank you all for watching. If you've liked it, if you could give us a like, that'll be fantastic. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one, because more car boot content coming, of course, it's what we do best.
Yes, and if you're not subscribed, if you could just click this little button here.
I don't know how to do a clickable button, but if you can look at the button down there, the little pop-up, and then go to us and subscribe,
we would greatly appreciate that.
I'm not that good yet.
Anyway, we've really got a dash. We've been here an hour.
Okay.
So we'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you all. Bye for now.
Bye.